Date Master, we're back. Got another interesting yet relatable topic. Because what I've been noticing, this is what I deal with. I got a few people reached out to me, and they asked for information, and I give them the information, based upon the scenario they give me. What I find quite common is that the information that I provide is not taken into consideration. The information that I provide a lot of times is not taken seriously, only to come back and have the same conversation with said gentleman about the issue that I just gave information on how to resolve and how to avoid and et cetera, how to remedy the situation. But we as men, it's a fine line that that we try to walk between being blue pill and red pill. You want to be, purple pill. You want a chick, but you don't want to acknowledge the fate that comes with certain women that you would choose to deal with. But yet you're going to deal with it nonetheless because you think it's not going to happen. You think you're just going to go through, I'm going to try this strategy. No. That's not how it's going to work. But the men that women desire sexually, who they just lust after, who they just absolutely want, who they take no reservations, the rules don't apply, what's the word I'm looking for? The dog and pony show. That doesn't take place. These are the guys that don't have to do dates. They don't have to do this. They're pre-selected. The attraction is high. They just want an interaction. Those men are going to be totally different than the guy she demands commitment from or coerces into a committed type relationship. And the guys get in these situations and you guys think that you just got this control. You think you're in control and shit. You think you got everything down packed. You gonna try this, I'm a checker. No, you're not. You're gonna do the same shit that you've been doing and keep played and disrespected like you've been keep played and disrespected. That's what's gonna happen. We are our own worst enemies in a lot of cases. So a lot of people see women's nature, their behavior, and all of this, and they want to blame the woman. But it's you as the men. We are the men. We set the social paradigm in a lot of cases. Of course, people will say the government has social constructs, feminism, Me Too movements. They have certain things to keep men in place. Yes. But only if you choose to partake in the games. If you interact with women in a fashion that doesn't really give her a lot of say so, and not meaning the physical act, but the encounter will set a tone of itself to where I see a lot of women say, well, he just wanted sex. But you ask them the duration of the relationship and it goes on into a couple of months, a couple of years. So if all he wanted was sex, how did the relationship last so long? Or how did the situationship last as long as it did? That's because the men that she desires sexually have a certain value to her that make the other things that women require non-existent in that moment or in that particular situation. She's not going to make this guy jump through hoops and do all of this because she looks at him as superior. A lot of you guys are trying to even up and partner up with your woman, and you don't understand that they are not designed for that role. They're not designed for it in most cases. People love to try to point out blanket statements as far as all. It's not all, but it's 7.5 to 8 out of 10 won't know or won't get it. But you think you're going to teach her. It's not going to happen. You just learn. So how you think you're going to teach some shit you just learn? You just learn. You don't even know it. You don't even know it all the way yet. But you're trying to teach. A lot of this, again, will come from your experience and experiences with women over a number of years, and you have to be self-aware in those situations. A lot of you guys haven't been with more than 25 women, 30 women. And I'm not saying, you just need to go out here and sow your royal oats, but if you've been with under 30 women, you're not gonna get it. You won't know. You're gonna think you got it, but you don't. A lot you have a lot of channels, and you have a lot of, you know, gurus and things of that nature that's speaking on dating and female nature and all of that, but they haven't even hit the 100 body count. They ain't been with 100 women. They ain't had the baddest in the club, or the baddest in the city, or the baddest in that class. They ain't deal with these caliber chicks. They got some of the ugly ducklings that grew up, and they blossom into something that looks nice because they went unchosen for so long. So it was involuntary self-preservation. It was involuntary. They had no choice but to preserve because they weren't chosen. Nobody was checking for them like that. And then you got the good girls on the side. They understood what was going on and they preserved themselves, but yet still single. You seeing a lot of quality women, got all of these attributes, all of these academic attributes, single, getting dogs and shit. It's crazy. It's a waste. And it's our fault because we have played the back seat because all we wanted was some pussy. We just wanted to make sure we can get some porn star sex because I'm just not able to get that. So I want to keep getting it. To the uninitiated, it will look as if you're trying to stick it out. But we know, the ones that's in the know, we know you're only dealing with the disrespect. You're only dealing with the demands and the ultimatums because she's giving you a sexual experience that you have not gotten before. And you're whipped. You're pussy whipped. You're sprung. That's why you keep making excuses on why you're dealing with it. You can't get over it. Because you felt that you would miss out, and you have been missing out. But you guys will pay the toll. Per usual. You will pay the toll. That's just how it's going to go. The man who she wants commitment from, she makes you just feel so special. She does all of this. I keep telling you, if a woman doesn't hate you, she doesn't love you. She doesn't hate you, she don't love you. The men that women have the most attraction and emotional connection to are the one they talk down upon. Women are backwards. The things they say they like that's what they hate. I like walks in the park, quality time. No, you don't. Because if I give you too much time, you're going to see me as not having any value because I don't have any other priorities that come before you. I like nice guys. No, you don't. Because all of your stories and your posts and your shares are speaking to men that treat you opposite of nice. The men that have to, the men that these women demand commitment from, they're going to be square. She's going to hype him up. She's going to hype you up to think that you're something you're not. She's going to make you think that you're in control. And you're going to believe it. You're going to believe that you're in control, that you got to say so. Meanwhile, she's baking a cake for you. I don't know if y'all been paying attention to these divorces over the last 5 years, where you have these supreme athletes, supreme personalities, higher up men that are on a certain level financially, and again left and right. And it's all consequential. You see the sequence of events taking place. But I guarantee you, prior to the separation or the split, these women hyped these men up, gave them sex that they never had before. And the men were blinded by their lustful desires. So you're going to keep taking the disrespect. You're going to keep getting the same bullshit apology that you've been getting. And it's again, your complaints is really they're already falling on deaf ears because it don't start with the women, it start with the men. But you're too scared to get in that supreme role because they like shout out to Sin for the P. He said that many are called, few are chosen. A lot of you guys not chosen for to live a certain lifestyle that you want. You're designed to be a beta male provider, the good guy that gets used and abused. with another dude putting putting that meatloaf in your lady, and you thinking, and you coming home kissing on her. See, this your fate. Cause I've been that guy on numerous occasions. I was that guy. You have to deal with these women from a position of power. No flex, no bending, no compromise. Quit trying to partner up with these women. They want to be dominated. Therefore, you must dominate them, and you dominate them by dominating the encounter in which you guys find yourselves in. The frequency of communication, the frequency of physical encounter. You control the dynamic of when that takes place and how it takes place. Because other than that, you're just going to be a tool she used for a few moments, or a toy, until she finds the next one, and then the next one, and then the next one. Because her ability to pair bond has been severed and been destroyed. So you're a do for now. It's a pity. It's the Date Master.